POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. They go, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. She go, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. You know what it is. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then come on in. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. I'm about to go to the gym. If that sounds like something you into, then before you exit and hit the stage left, kindly hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, thank you. But you know how I do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game, people. That's the good coffee right there. Happy Saturday and all that. If you on the books, you know what I mean, and you tuned in, that's always a good look. Oh yeah, I just did a video on that. Any day above ground is better, you know what I mean, than being underground. But we in the end game because unfortunately it seems like these stories just keep coming out as of late. Let's just say that. So first we had the TikTokers, right? The gangster bitches, the rappers. They got their father murked. We watched their father die right on live, and all she could say was, "Daddy, where you bleeding?" and all that. You know what I mean? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Crazy shit, crazy. But this story is of a real, he was the stepdad in the TikTok instance. This dude is the father, or was the father, of a 14-year-old girl who got killed by her 17-year-old boyfriend. Say that again. 14, 17 boyfriend. Came to the house, snuck him in. Apparently this probably been going on. And, I won't get into all of the details. I read the story, obviously, and it's pretty much, guess he didn't like him. He thought he was bad for his daughter. Try to warn her, try to tell her what to do. You under my roof. It said, oh yeah, I'm the parent in this motherfucker. Like, yeah. She didn't listen. Not really sure what the moms had to say. The story wasn't a lot of info. You know what I mean? When I read it, it's coming out of Louisiana, but I do know that he was a black business owner. Oh, but you're black. You're black. Not trying to peddle his daughter on some TikTok to be some rappers and twerking and shaking their ass. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. Stand-up guy, from what the story was reporting. Business owner, active in the community, and obviously want better for his daughter, get murked. But they say it was like he had a weapon too, shot, and obviously he was killed. The boyfriend was seriously injured. Waiting for the details to come out about that. He might lose his life, or he might be without a part, like, you know what I mean? Or something crazy, like shooting out with the 17-year-old boyfriend. Like, shit crazy. Shit crazy. We in the end game. Like, there was no other way. When you getting gunned down by your daughter's boyfriend, and you only 14, you without your father now. Like, just wondering what the mother is saying. Like, again, they ain't really give too much info on her, and she was there. Crazy, like, you know what I mean? But not like the other one. Obviously, they're a little older, you know what I mean? They pop locking, dropping it, sexing, and, you know, doing what they do, being stars on TikTok. And I'm not knocking it. They said an 8-year-old girl made $2 million or some shit like that a while ago. So I'm not knocking you. Get it how you get it. Live how you live. But in this case here, it's just like, damn, you 14. You are in 8th grade, 9th grade? Like, what's going on? How's your boyfriend murking your pops? Like, just don't understand it. And it's crazy. So the lesson out of that is, because I'm in the comments. People is like, when they for the streets, and, you just gotta you don't just kick your 14-year-old daughter out. You know what I mean? Or your son, for that matter. You know what I mean? Hard-headedness or not, you gotta give them a chance at least. You gotta give them a fighting chance at least before you just wash your hands and be done with them, in my opinion. But definitely sad story, you know what I mean? Let's get to another story that's sad. Young brother, you know what I mean? Keep taking the L's. And that's Dwayne Haskins, you know what I mean? Washington, I was about to say, well, he was on Washington. I was going to say Redskins, but now it's Washington football team. Actually, Cleveland just changed their name. The Cleveland Indians, now they're the Cleveland Guardians, for those that wasn't aware. Oh, yeah, sports, hip-hop, interview, yeah. So they changed their name, baseball and shit. Or I guess next year they're going to have it, whatever, but it's the Guardians now. But anyway, he was on the Washington football team. Now he's in Steelers, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, with Mike Tomlin, who I think is one of the top-notch coaches in the NFL. And there's a lot of shit going on in the NFL with the, to vax that ass up or to not vax that ass up. I think actually one of the coaches lost their job because they didn't want to vax that ass up. And it's like, it's getting real spooky out here. The mask is getting real spooky if you following the narratives. But anyway, he was in the news a couple of days ago as well. Newly wife, I think they just got married in March. Why did he get married right now at this point in time? I don't know. But the newly wife, you know what I mean? I see. Knocked his tooth out, celebrating the birthday. They wanted to go to the Magic City or Mike's Magic Mike or whatever, you know what I mean? Backing that ass up. They wanted to go to Dre's out in Vegas, you know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Larry Love, who got nothing to do with this story. I'm just shouting my nigga out. You know what I mean? Every time we out in Vegas, you know what I mean? Love is love. But anyway, they out there in Vegas doing the things they like to do. I guess they didn't wait. It's a stupid story. Punches his teeth out, denies it the next day, both of them. And I get it, like, you know what I mean? They don't want motherfuckers like us talking about them in their business, minding our business, you know what I mean? Minding their business. But once it's out there, it's all for sale. Like, it's nothing you really can do. That's why Coach Herm Edwards said, don't press send. Don't tweet it out. Once you get the Twitter fingers popping and rocking and you typing 35 words a minute, oh, niggas still typing. It's gone. It's out there in the cyber world. Niggas done screenshotted it, recorded it. Niggas done did everything in the era of, let me expose you. Yeah, let me expose you, niggas and bitches. That's what it's about. And that's what people is doing. And it's all for sale. Like, when they catch up on the bat line, like, this nigga Lee crazy. It's all for sale. So they try to deny it, and I'm with it. Like, hey, yo, listen, me and my wife, we was in here doing monkey backflips and doing whatever. The shit got a little crazy. It's not what you niggas thought. I'm not mad at them for trying to lie and cover it up. You want to save face, especially when you know what I mean, got your teeth knocked out, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that he got his teeth knocked out, and this is why. Nigga like, what? I know what it's like to lose. No. The story is better coming out. Unfortunately, he looking bad. But imagine if the story would have came out where she got her teeth knocked out. Yeah, that part. So it looked like she was mad, out of control probably, you know what I mean? Taking him for a sucker, you know what I mean? Put hands on him. He probably didn't hit her back, which is good, you know what I mean? Shouldn't hit her, but definitely should defend yourself, you know what I mean? I'm not going to tell my son, my nephew, my little cousins and all that, stand there and let a woman beat you and all that. Oh, no, not saying you should do it dirty, but definitely don't let her just beat you up. Defend yourself, even if, it's a push off. Like I told you, stop playing. Like, you know what I mean? Go over there, I'm telling you, with the stern look that your moms used to give you, or your pops, like that look, and you be like, oh, nah, I know this nigga's not playing. Let me sit my little ass down. But anyway, they denied it, right? This came out a couple days ago. Cool. It's not a good look. Why you got married, again, his reasons is his reasons. His wife is decent. You know what I mean? I get that part. But then now, on the back end, like in the back office, when you self-employed and you got to go look in the back office to see how your production is, how the business is running. Nobody going to do it for you. Side note. In the back office, come to find out, he was dealing with some Instagram models, some Instagram influencer, right? Like, we get it. We know that part. She comes out, because it's still all for sale. Like, your whole life is for sale. This shit is the Truman Show. Puts up some texts, not all of the texts. So the texts that we see here, you don't really know what was really said, but he does look bad. Apparently, she the side chick, she the jump off, she the mistress, whatever she is. She's the paid, hired buns. He gave her 20 bands and then asked for it back. And then she said, get it in blood. Like, oh, what Nas said? I own it like that. I'm living like that. I'm rolling like that. For you whack MCs, I made it like that. I bought it like that. I'm living like that. Mine's taken in blood. Like, that's what I line, like, taken in blood. The audacity. The dust your shoulders off and the brashness, nigga. Come get it in blood. And then you're not getting that back, my nigga. For whatever transactions you did, number one, why is you giving her 20 bands? And even if it's not 20 bands, like you counting it off, like polite, counting out the stacks and all that on the gram, do it for the gram. Even if it was a bag, gifts, trinket, whatever it is, you like, yo, just give me back at least the 20 bands. This shit is hilarious. Shit had me almost spitting the coffee out when I'm looking at the story. And I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. One, who's in his ear? Who's walking him through this process? Who's schooling him? Who's letting him know, like, that's a bad move? And I get it. I'm not going to say we all was green, fellas, that is, when it comes to dealing with women. But I'll say I was green. I was super green, especially coming home from doing time. You know what I mean? It's like when you go in young, unfortunately, like a lot of Generation X, people in my, my age bracket, my era, if you will, and out in prison from adolescence. So you miss out on, high school and graduations and proms and first dates and doing different things, learning how to drive. And, oh, yeah, the regular shit that people do, that's not breaking the law and that's not involved in criminal activity. Told you, not no angel. Not the Joker, burn the city down. But, yeah, you know what I mean? That part. You come home green. And you have to go through those little trials and tribulations, those lessons, those experiences, bad and good, to say, oh, hold on. We're going on a lot of fucking lunches. We're going out to a lot of having drinks. But nobody's getting off. Like, you get me? Nobody's getting off. I said, damn, friend zone and this and that. And I did the video on Steve Harvey. Go see the other video. Can men and women really be friends without a sense of wanting to fuck? Like, yeah, buns involved. And I gave my answer. So go see the video. But all this ties in. I done been on luncheons. I done been on the friend zone. I done been played. You know what I mean? I done had men and women verbally put me on the game. Oh, let me put you on the game. Because I show you where the blood's at, where the Crips at, where niggas flipped at, where they pitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga need to put him on some game ASAP. Like, ASAP, like, Tony, there was no other way. 20 bands, whether it's a bag, whether it's shoes, whether it's in weave, like, they wigging it up, they weaving it up out here. The buffoonery remains at an all-time high. And can he get back? Because we know in the NFL, you know what I mean? Like the No Fun League, got tons of videos. I can't wait till football come back. It's show up, show out, or you out of here. It's not even you get the bench that long. Right now, he is the backup to Big Ben. Big Ben on his last leg, he slimmed down, and it's not an NFL video, so we're not going to dive in too long. But y'all know how it is for the sports fans in the back that's also waiting for Sunday. You one injury away and you win the game, and you want to possibly a good team this year, playoff bound. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will be this year. They will be a playoff team. I think so. So you could be right in a good position, top-notch coach. Great receivers. Oh, they got a running game and shit. They picked up the homie fell in the draft, and I can't think of his name right now, provided that he stays healthy. Got a good running game. You might be good this year. What you doing, my G? Like, you supposed to be zoned in. I'm not saying you can't celebrate your birthday. It's the off-season. Oh, hold on. My nigga Famous said it's playoffs in the off-season. I stay on my off-season. Yeah, that's how niggas stay ahead of the game. Like, it ain't no off-season. That's really the key. That's a major key. That's really the key. There's no off-season. There's really no time for relaxing unless you there. And that's how some people wake out of bed. They wake up on fire. Like, y'all can't even sleep for 3 minutes. Like, no, calm down, my nigga. Stay off the coffee. You know what I mean? It's going to be enough time in the day. But some people really live their life like, nah, it's not enough time. I got to be great. I got to get to it. Can't be shucking and jiving and dicking around. Like, stop fucking around and be a man. There ain't nothing out here for you. That's Nas' album. Yeah, that's Illmatic, the intro. Stop fucking around. Anyway, I'm fucking around now. People get out of bed and they go do what they got to do. If he want to be great in the NFL, and that's how all this shit will go away. If Ben get hurt and he come in, can read the defense, can play well, and get the W's, all this shit will be forgiven. Because what's going to happen if he get kicked out of the league, like a lot of people in the comments were saying, he going to be not only fucked up, I mean, maybe get a TV gig, but the money goes down. The celebrityism goes down. The look at me, the tension goes away, because that's what people is really checking for you in the first place for anyway, is your talent. Get your head in the game. Like they say, yo, it's not because he got a single moms, that he got his pops too. Pops, like, damn it, go grab your son up. He not looking good. Come in the NFL with one chick, not dealing with her, meets the wife, who I don't even know the names. I ain't even, it's not that serious. You get the point that I'm making. Gets with shorty for a quick, brief time, gets married. Say he got opens, Say he thought she was a good look. But then you swing back, you knock my teeth. I don't give a fuck how mad you is. Putting your hands on me, then, when a nigga backhand you, and I'm not saying he should have did that. I just said rewind, that I'm glad he didn't do that. But I get it if that's what happened. Like, oh, should this bitch fucking knock my teeth out? And this, on reflex, smack flames out of her, and then she got the black eye. Like, oh, this shit is all the way domestic violence. Got him looking bad. But then you in the back office with the IG model, and you giving up 20 bands? You giving up your resources? For what, bro? Let's get to this last thing, because we getting a little winded, and I got to definitely go. My body is sore, but we got to go get it. Yesterday, Friday, like I said, happy Saturday. It's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Afternoon time, to be exact. Last night, though, Friday, even though he already reached the 1.5 million. Actually, he's at 1.6. You know the purple tape. I quote that a lot. 1.5 million. No names. Serial numbers. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. So Kevin Samuels, 1.5, 1.6 million. But he reached the 1 million a little while ago. And they just came out with a crazy dumbass petition. Shit is crazy. So much other things we could be focusing on, but you're going to put your energy into that. I get why you behind. I get it. You'll come out in your own way. He just last night did a show, all dap it up, the little live, and I caught a smidget of it. And the little guests he had on, the men, they had their little shit on. But the point is, right? Him reaching 1 million and even surpassing 1 million now. I think he's going to just keep rising to the top. Like, keep. I think he's going to keep going to the top. One, because the message is wildfire. is truth to the bullshit that we've been currently hearing, even though myself, Bombs, other people that I know in my circles been saying some of this shit, may not just have been articulating it the way he's doing it, the manner he's doing it, and at the rate he's doing it, because he's definitely a workaholic. That's a fact. Celebrated the show, and then you see brothers like Dwayne Haskins. You see like my friend who I ran into last night, you know what I mean, around the way and all that, you know, female Generation X like me, pretty much look good for the age. You know, we Generation X, you could do the math, you know what I mean? And still look decent. But just the delusion was at an all-time high. Like, for what she still wanted. And I'm sitting there while we politicking, I'm like, damn it. You know what I mean? Had to put it up onto the channel, so appreciate you if you tuning in. Yeah, this is about, you know what I mean, what we was kicking it about. No names, though. Delusion is at an all-time high, ladies. This is why what he's putting out was necessary. And this is why he skyrocketed to the way he skyrocketed to. And just like a lot of y'all, I was in these YouTube streets back then when the Average at Best video came out, but I still was just freshly like seeing this shit like, yo, this nigga is wild. And I did a few shows on him and Tommy and everybody that's trying to take little shots at the title and all that and claim this bullshit. You know, the internet bullshit, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. But I think him surpassing the million and gonna keep rising because of the dumb petitions, because of the people that's obsessed, because of the people that hate what he's saying, how he's doing it, rather. And, you know, I'm not a yes man, so I don't agree with everything, but that's with nobody. You're gonna have differences of an opinion or how shit should be done. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody want to be the captain now, so you want it done your way. We get it. Go to McDonald's and you can have it your way. When it's the way on his shit or how I do it on my shit and etc. and your house, yeah, you do what you want till it becomes public. And then who's that peeping out my window? Wow. Now we got an opinion about it because we get to see what you're doing. Until then, don't tell me how to do mine. But I think the message is needed, especially for the fellas. Like, getting dogged out there a little bit lately, like, you know what I mean? And whether it's a quick fix, whether it lasts as long, I don't think the overall message of what he tells to women or men is inaccurate. You know what I mean? It may not be 100% tailor-made for each individual, but it's definitely something you can get. And you take the good and you leave the bad. That's what a lot of this shit anyway. You can't just, you know what I mean, eat the whole pig from the rooter to the tooth. Oh, you niggas is still eating bacon. Shout outs to Ghost. You know what I mean? You know what it is. It's your boy, POPAVIST. You now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, so sometimes we might, yeah, authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.